Rowserworld. Necessarily mean the wrong is on your part, but if it's on your part, then I feel like we should always be willing to go ahead and acknowledge that I'm doing this lady right here. I'm just gonna practice her interface features here. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the eyebrows, but yeah, we always should obviously be willing to say when we're wrong or whatever like that. But you know, I decided in my particular situation not to force anything. You know what I mean? So that's how I decided to deal with it. So this is the shape I'm thinking about. Hey, thank you, Cherish. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Um, Matter of fact, I wanna woo woo woo, got me $20. Thank you so much, Cherish. I appreciate it. Man, that was awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna try this eye shape here. So this eye shape right here. Listen to this eye shape right here. This one is called. Which one did I? What did I name this one? This one is called my arrow stem. Okay, let me show you what the arrow stem. First of all, look, this is an arrow stem. I'm gonna show you why I call it that. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here. Okay, you ever seen one of these before? But this is like the arrow, and then there's another one over here, right? And it's got like the little feathers on it. Okay, so this is the arrow stem. Okay, so if you ever see these eyes right here, right? You see these eyes right here? They look like kind of Asian-y, kind of, but not real Asian-y, but kind of Asian-y, you know what I'm saying? You can get away with these. So let's see what happens when we try to put them in there, right? All right, so we'll judge our eye distance. Now, with this one, what I would do is I would curve. Okay, so if you look at this arrow stem here, okay, remember, this is just a starting point. Okay, so that's the actual shape right there, right? See, look. Okay, that's the actual shape. Okay, but and then we'll put our little eyelashes here. See that? You see it? Okay, and a little part that goes over the top. Boop. Okay, that's what we're gonna do up here. All right, but what you can also do is you can curve your sides. So let's say I want to curve the top, make the bottom like this. I want to go like this and that. But I also want to curve the bottom shape here. Okay, now you see how it softened the shape up a little bit so that it looks a little bit softer. You get it? But I'm thinking about this, but I'm really drawing that right there, right? Okay, so if we go up here, when we have a clear mind about what we want to draw, right? You got to remember, I tell you all the time, don't move this, right? Unless you have something in here already that you are thinking about. And whatever that is, whatever you're thinking about is what's going to come out in the paper. So if you're thinking about confusion is going to come out on the paper. You get what I'm saying? Because you can only produce, right, what you are inside. You get it? So if you're confused inside, you have confusing drawings. Okay? So let's not be confused, because we know now that we want, when I see her, I say, okay, I want an arrow stem. Bam, okay? And it doesn't matter now at this point. All you got to do is determine how big you want to put the arrow stem. So let's say I want to make her eyes the focal point of the picture, and I want to give her a small nose, which is what I would do in this picture, okay? I'll go ahead and I'll go with the top shape, right? Okay? Then remember, come down, okay? Then we go to the back of the shape right here, right? And then we just do something like that. And then we make another one just like this. Bam, 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 bam. Okay? See it? Then we put the little piece on the top of it like that. And look, then we make the top line all together and make it a little bit darker. Okay? See that? And then look, we give her little eyeballs, right? She has very light colored eyes. So this is what we'll do. We'll put a little pupil in there like this, right? Okay. And then look, now all we gotta do is put our little thing just like that right there. Oh, by the way, guys, hold on a second. I meant to put my little thing up here. Tips are appreciated. Thanks. So. Okay, here we go. Alright, let me see here. Alright, so anyway. Okay, so I hopefully you guys kinda can understand that right there, right? So this one, now we're gonna put our nose shape. So I'll just do like what I like to do is I like to concentrate on that middle nose shape. So whatever that middle shape is. Now for her, she has a button nose to me, so I would definitely make the button in the middle, like a button. Boop. Right? Look here. Boop. Right. You get it? You get a button nose, okay? Boop. Right? Okay. And then these will be like little on the outside. Okay? See that? And now we got a little mouth. She has a very small mouth. So, matter of fact, we could just make it like a little cup holding the nose in there, right? Alright. And then she has small lips. Okay? And look, we got her face in there real nice and perfect, right? Okay? You see how that works, guys? It's real easy right there. Alright. Okay. Let me see. So somebody talked about drawing some evil villains today. I'm like, what an evil villain? Let me see here. I don't know. Maybe we might come up with something. Maybe we might do an evil villain today. Alright. What about this guy right here? What about that guy? Let's get another sheet of paper out here. What number was that? I guess I actually had these numbered before. Wait, let me see. I want to get out the numbered one. Is this the number? Oh yeah, here it is. This one's numbered, so this one will be number 3 right here. Alright, so let's try that one. Let's see. Will, have you ever almost finished a picture and made a happy accident and had to start all over again, or just try to work with it? Okay, so, Will, that's a 50-50 question. Okay? It's a 50-50. Yeah. But yeah, I've drawn a picture where I got all the way to it's 4 people. I got all the way to the end and made a mistake on the last person. And I had to draw the whole picture over again. But if there's any 2 ways I can get around starting all over again, I'll do it. You know what I mean? If I feel like, it looks kind of like him. You know what I mean? And then I just crossed my finger and turned the picture around. What do you think? And they're like, I love it. I was like, whew. I love it too. I love it too. But yeah, I have that situation come to me all the time. Alright, so we're going to do here, we're going to start with this guy's face. Now with babies, okay, let me show you here a little baby trick, right? With little fellas, you want to have a small and round little shape on the bottom, okay? Now what a lot of caricature artists can't see is that I'm dividing the head in half. So, and that took me a while to really break this part down, but once I learned it, it was like you can't draw specifically what you're seeing all the time, because then you'll try to draw a portrait. So you can see here children usually have big foreheads and little jaw lines. So what I want to do is I'll say, okay, if we want to put a dot here, this will represent my facial features. This part right? Will represent my forehead line, right? You get what I'm saying? So you get what I mean? Let's just keep it simple here today. We're just gonna keep it simple. Okay? So you can see here. Okay? See that? Okay? So now I keep all my features kind of low like this. You can draw a caricature of somebody real easy. You just got to use really basic little lines. Now, what kind of eye shape do I see here? Now, I'm going to tell you what it looks like to me. Let me see. I got a couple of different ones here. Let me look through my list here. Okay, I got a backwards hat. No, that doesn't look like that. I think it's more like a pyramid. So you see I got these pyramids right here? Okay. So I'm going to use those shapes right here. So this is like a pyramid shape to me. So what I'm going to do once again is I'm going to round the shapes off a little bit. So this is the back of the pyramid here. Okay. And then this is the front of the pyramid here. Okay. And then this is the part that kind of comes off. Okay. And then this will be the bottom part right here. It's going to be a little bit rounded. Okay, so I use a thin shape. And then what I'll do here is I'll just add, right? Okay. That's the shape I see right there. Okay? See it right there? That's what I see. Hey, what's going on? Oh, Karen, what's up? What's up? Alright. And then I just put my little ships around like this. Okay? Now, this right here, he has a button nose as well. So, remember we did a button nose in the last one. So, we'll just do a button nose here. 1, 2. Okay? Boop. Press the button, right? You got it? Everybody do it with me. 1, 2. Boop. Button nose. And then we put like some little bitty circles on the outside of it. And I usually put a little circle in the middle. Okay? So, this would be my little, and then I just do something like this now. Oh my gosh, who was that? Is the NFL on today or something? Did y'all hear that? Okay. Oh no, this is not the NFL. Who is that? Okay, let me turn on my do not disturb, actually. Okay, and then we'll just go ahead and do the mouse shape here. Okay. And we'll keep everything nice and simple. Okay. Get it? See what I'm talking about? So if you draw like this right here, you see how there's no confusion about what you want? That's what makes the picture cool. When you don't have confusion, you know, hey man, this is what I want. Okay? This is what I want to draw. And then, now all I have to do is just put minimal shadow lines. So watch. One little C shape here. Another little C shape here. Okay? Maybe one under the eye here because he has darkness under the eye, right? Okay? Something underneath the bottom of this shape here. And we could just do minimal little shadows. Okay? To make it look like him. Okay? Okay. So that's a real easy little cartoon picture of the guy right there, okay? All right, and that's some tips on how you can get your children's caricatures better, because as a caricaturist, I guarantee you're gonna be drawing a lot of kids. Okay, you're gonna be drawing a lot of kids because they like stuff like this, you know. But they also the quickest ones to tell you that don't look like me. You little, it does look like you. Say it does. No, Mom, get him away from your table. No. No one's ever said that for real to me. I'm messing with you. Alright, so that's our kids' caricature. That was number 3. Right there. Okay? Alright. Let me see what we're gonna roll on to next here. Alright. Let's try number somebody with different. We did that guy before, but we're just learning. Let's do this guy over here. I like doing these type of, because sometimes people have trouble. See how small those eyes are right there in relation to the nose, right? Okay, so another way we can do this, right? Watch this. We can put the button nose here. So whatever, the way to think about it is to put what you want to exaggerate on the paper first. So let's say this person has a more like a, what kind of nose am I thinking about? He does have a kind of a round shape to the front of the nose there, right? So we can do something like this, right? Watch. Boop, right? Button nose. With some little wings on the side like that. Okay? Okay? And then look. So now we'll do this here. Okay. Look, then we'll do this. Okay. Alright. And now watch, we got the little eyes. Now what kind of eye shape is this right here? Alright. If I had to give it a name, it would be a small, let me see here. I don't like that shape right there. Nah. I think it's gonna be this shape right here. See this shape right here called Leaning Towers? But it's gonna be a very small version of that one. So I will go there, I'll put 2 small leaning towers. You see? 2 very small ones. You get it? Okay. And then now we'll just go ahead and put our mouth shape here, okay? So once again, when we're looking at that mouth shape, how do we draw that? Okay. Well, this is basically doing this. If you have to understand what's doing. So what's happening here is there's an arc shape, right? So we're doing like this, but there's an arc shape like this, and like that, right? Okay, and then down here, there's some sides like this, and then there's another arc here, like that. Okay, see it right there? Okay, and then there's the lip arcs over the top, and then the lip goes under the bottom. You see? You get it? Now his smile lines, right, are gonna be kind of, you know what I mean, like this, right, from the mouth, right? And then we'll put our gum line inside. Okay, you gotta know how to build how to build your shapes. You get it? You see how it looks like? You gotta know how to build it, you know what I mean? You got to know how to build it. So you got to know how it's built anatomically so that you can draw it correctly. Okay. So I spent a great deal of time messing with 3D drawing, 3D shapes. A lot of drawing, these shapes here are based off of, for instance, you might have your old square like this, right? Okay, well, yeah, that's a regular square, right? But then, can you make the square do stuff? Like, can you make it where, right, where it's, maybe it's going down like this, right? Or I could start with that same square, right? And then I can make it go up from here, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what you're kind of doing with you got to know how to do this to be able to do your caricatures and make them look real. Okay? You see that right there? There we go, right? Okay? Gotta learn how to draw them shapes. And then when you do like this, maybe you might want to do something with that, right? So you might want to, maybe if I want to do like this here, but then I want to make it look like it's bending. You know what I'm saying? I might want to, you know what I mean? Make some different shapes out of it so they don't be flat like that. So you just mess around with that 3D stuff, okay? So when I built this mouth right here, remember I told you, so I went like this, okay? The shape of the mouth is telling me, the way the mouth is telling me what's going on here. I'm doing like this. Maybe I want to put some things in there, but still I got to put some sides on it to make it do the, in the picture it doesn't show you that. But you got to know to do that. And then, you know what I'm saying, you want to go ahead and do your bottom shape. Get what I'm saying? Look. You know what I mean? So look at that. And then the easy way to do it too is to take it, once you have that, you can just cut out what you don't need, right? And then put some teeth in the middle. Okay? Cut out what you don't need inside of your shape, right? And then look. You get what I'm saying? See that right there? Real easy right there. That's pretty cool right there, man. Y'all want to do that again, don't you? Okay. Oh, man, what a blessed morning, man. Hey, guys, welcome to the stream. If it's your first time here, man, I'm so glad to have you. I like when people want to hang out with me, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't like the coolest kid in school. People hung out with me, but it was more because, well, they felt sorry for me. I don't know. I'm messing with you. But yeah, it's always good to have good people around you. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me see here, man. So I broke that down right there. Remember how we did that, right? Remember how we did it? Let's do it one more time up here. We'll do it, but we'll do it real big. And if you guys ever, when you practice with me on the streams, just get you some copier paper. Get a big ream of copier paper. If you with mom or dad and you're at an art store, don't go get the art pad that costs $15 because mom's gonna be like, no, right? But if you want to get a $3 or $4 ream of paper, you get about that much paper for $5, and you can practice to your heart's content, right? So let's do it again, okay? So watch. We can start with our eyebrow shape. Okay, 1 and 2. We're just drawing the centers of faces right now, okay? Now from here we're going to go to, what shape did we say? We said the leaning towers. So these are the shapes that I'm drawing right here. Okay, remember, I can manipulate the size of these shapes. This is just an idea that you need to start from so that you give your mind a clear mental picture of what you're trying to draw. Okay? Alright, so let's do this. Watch. Small shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple shape, right? Eyeball in the middle. Okay? See that? And then I'll put like a little bit of a... Now, see how it looks over the eye? Like his eye's really flat. Like his You see in here, like I can't make it bigger, but right in here, it looks like it's flat, like a but. So what I would do here is like a little bulby. So I would do something like this. Okay, you see how that looks? So see how I went counter with that line right there? Okay, and wait, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, see how that works right there? All the great ones, right? I noticed those. Yeah, hey, let me tell you something. It's funny because it's not funny. First of all, it's not funny, but it's ironic that what Karen said is very true. That a lot of my friends that were the ones that were the in crowds are the ones that, like, when I look at them through Facebook or whatever, right? They're really their focus was in such a wrong place in their childhood. You know what I mean? They were more concerned with what kind of clothes they had on, or how cool they looked to the students, rather than being there for educational purposes. And now they, lack the education and the skills they need to be able to, so they're not doing as well in life. You know what I mean? Based off of decisions that they made when they were younger. You know what I mean? So young people, okay, take it from old school. Being cool right now translates to being broke later. You know what I mean? Translates to, oh my goodness, why didn't somebody tell me this? They were telling you in class. Yeah, they were telling you. You just didn't listen. All right. You know what kind of? I think this guy got a. I think what I'm gonna do here. I think I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with a spaceship nose here on this guy. Watch this. That's my spaceship nose. And then since his glasses sit right there, it really doesn't look out of place because I can just put a powerful line right there and then come across like this. Look. Ooh, man, look at that. Okay. Yeah, one of the best things I ever learned in my life. I'm gonna tell you what it was. You want me to tell you? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what it was. Okay. We're gonna draw this mouth again, okay, guys? Yeah. Yeah, they was used to getting. Oh wait, let me tell you first. Let me stop. One of the biggest, the most powerful things that I learned how to do in my life that helped me so much was listen. I had to, when I learned how to shut up and listen to someone that knew that, to listen and to discern truth, because when I started going to the scripture, and when I gave my life to Christ, I was thinking like this. Okay, what do I have to lose? I have been doing it my way, and my way got me thrown in jail. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen. And so what I had to do first of all was listen, and then, there's one thing to listen, but then there's another thing to know the true way to go, like there are actual right directions, right? So everybody in the world has an opinion, so you can get confused that way, because if you got 50 different opinions about an issue, right? Well, which one do you follow, right? Even if you're listening. So, I don't know if it's a girl or not. I'd be honest with you. I think it's a guy. It might be a girl. I don't know. Is it? Maybe it is. I'll give him some eyelashes. I don't know. I hope it's like, yeah. All right. So I learned how to listen. Now, so when I started reading the scripture, I said, okay, this is an objective truth. This is the truth outside of me. Like, because when we are biased, like when we believe that what we believe, then quite naturally, everybody else is going to be wrong. You get what I'm saying? To us, everybody's wrong. So it's hard to, make decisions a lot of times when it comes to our own self. You know what I mean? That's why we need other people to help us to see what we cannot see. That's why when's the last time you took a look at your back? Anybody? Raise your hand. You ever just looked at your back, get in the mirror and be like, man, I'm going to check out my back today. You know why I know you don't do it? Because nobody cares what their back looks like. But it's a part of your body that you need to be concerned about. In fact, don't laugh. Okay, so I got the scrub brush for my back, right? But it's a spot because I had to get a longer brush that I couldn't get. So I would scrub back there, right? And so one day my wife was looking at my back. She says, what's that dirt spot on your back right there? I said, what you mean? Is that a mole? What is that? She went and she took a baby wipe. She says, let me wipe it. And then right in the crease in my back. And she was like, my God, that's dirt. And I was like, what do you mean? She says, how long has this been here? I says, I don't know. Thank goodness she was looking at my back, right? So the whole thing is that there are parts about life we can't see because when we're doing life, we don't see things that we be doing. We be jacked up. You know what I'm saying? And then we go find somebody else that's jacked up in the same way and try to. So we need something outside of ourselves to direct us in the what the truth is about the situation. So when I started applying the listening to the truth and putting them together, then I started seeing positive changes in my life. So it's definitely been an awesome experience. Let's go ahead and get this mouth again. Okay, you guys ready? All right, so let's do this again. Remember, 1, right? We're going to draw it exactly the same way we did last time. Okay, look. These are the hooks. And the hooks go into the smile. Okay? All right, now we put the long shape on the side because we need to be able to get to the bottom of the matter, right? And then we come here, 1, 2, 3. Now, if you notice the overlaps in the shapes, I did that on purpose because when I put this, now my lip doesn't look like a flat object. It looks like a real object. See what I'm saying? It makes me dirty Harry. Hey. Hey. Okay, now watch this. Now this is what we're going to do. So we cut out what we don't need. He has a lot of teeth on the top, a little bit of teeth in the bottom. See that? Look. See that? So now all I got to do is concentrate on my front 2 teeth in here. And then I make a little line like that, right? And then look. That one came out pretty cool right there. There we go. Okay. It made me dirty Harry. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Oh, you got jokes, huh? Okay. You just made my day. Alright. Let me see. Who can we start? Who we go to next here? Let me see. Let's see here. This guy, he looks like an interesting character. Number 17. I haven't done his face yet, maybe because, I don't know. I just haven't. Because he's on the side of the picture. So it's like you don't never want to go to the side. Anyway, there we go, guys. So we did that right there, right? Okay. And I could have went a little bit more extreme on the eye shape. Like as far as like if I want to make this look like they're really smiling like that person was in the picture, I might do something like this here. And then I might bend this shape in. You see? See how I bend it in? And then it looks more like they're smiling. Get it? Like that. Get it? That's what I should have did. Yeah. Yes. Alright. So let's go to our next little subject. Let's see what is it about this person's face here. Okay. Oh, thank you, Karen. Yeah, remember, guys, this is really easy to comprehend if you think basically. Remember, we were talking about a truth, right? Let me put it like what I just said. Remember, we were talking about the truth, right? We got all of these ideas about how to draw eyes, right? But nobody told you that when it all boils down to it, the eye, no matter what you're drawing, I don't care how complicated it looks, it all goes back to some real basic shape like this. Okay? Doesn't matter. I don't care what you're trying to learn in life. I don't care what it is. If you really stop thinking about all the words on the paper and how complicated it is, and be like, okay, wait a minute. Air conditioning. I went to air conditioning school. Okay? And the first thing my teacher, he was a very good teacher, and he told me, he says, look, you know what this machine does? I said, what? He says it takes heat from one place. It takes the heat from here and puts it over here. I was like, what? So I'm thinking that it's just blowing cold air in the room. No, that's not what's happening. It's removing heat from one room and from one space and putting it in another space. You get what I'm saying? So it's blowing the cold. It's sending cold air in, but it's removing, because air conditioning is the absence of heat. So once I understood the basic idea, this machine can be as big as a building, but it still has the same basic parts as a very small air conditioner. You get what I'm saying? So the same thing is with your drawing. You got to think about it like, okay, I'm looking at these eyes. It looks complicated, and your brain wants to complicate things. It wants to figure stuff. It wants to you want to overthink things, right? That's what we do as human beings. We overthink it, right? That's why everybody's fighting over the vaccinations right now. They're overthinking it. You either take it or you don't, right? You get what I mean? But all of a sudden, the government's trying to conspire to kill us all and all this kind of stuff. So it's like, that can't be proven. You know what I mean? That's just that's just a conspiracy theory. You know what I mean? So it's about the same thing that's been going on throughout history. They have vaccinations, and then that's it. You know what I mean? And then, so anyway, back to what I was saying. I didn't mean to go there with you, right? But remember, all ideas go back to some basic shape. Okay? And it's up to you to be able to identify that and take all the noise out. You know what I mean? For instance, like a lady that's wearing makeup, it might look like it's distorting a shape, but it's still the shape. So let's, matter of fact, watch this.
Hey guys, I hope that you enjoyed that video tutorial. If you did, don't hesitate, guys, to go ahead and give us a like. Also, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and the notifications button. This way, when we put up new material, you'll be the first to know. If you have any questions about our markers or pens or paper, and you'd like to know where I get some of the materials that I use here on my art stream, there's a link in the description below, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. And also, guys, we'd like to welcome your questions and comments so that we can get some new ideas. You know, it's always good to have new, fresh ideas for our next and upcoming videos. Oh, and don't forget to check out these 2 super cool videos right here. So guys, thanks again for your love and support of our channel. You guys be safe out there. And as always, guys, I wish you happy cartooning.